Hey everyone. Ever wondered what happens to prices when disaster strikes? Why is it that when you need basics like water and shelter the most, the prices just skyrocket? The government cap these prices to help out?
Let's think about it. Is it fair to pay $10 for a bottle of water just because there's a crisis? Do we need a price cap superhero, or is this just how the market plays?
In his book, Justice, What's the Right Thing to Do? Micheal Sandel offers various perspectives to help us tackle this issue. He starts by telling it what happens mighty. In 2004, Hurricane Charlie hit Florida, causing significant damage and sparking a debate on price gouging. After the storm, essential items like ice were sold for much higher prices. A bag of ice increased from $2 to $10.
The lack of electricity increased the need for generators and roof repairs, leading to exorbitant prices such as $23,000 for removing 2 trees from a roof, and generators that normally cost $250 being sold for $2,000.
Additionally, a motel significantly raised its rates, charging a family $160 per night for a room that usually costs $40. Micheal Sandel's discussion of price gouging following Hurricane Charlie is intended to illustrate different perspectives from which one might determine the right thing to do. So with the hurricane coming, what should we do about prices in the market? Should we cap them or just let the market handle it?
Well, utilitarians might say we should do whatever makes the most people happy. They'd argue that if only rich people can afford essentials because of high prices, that's not really making the most people happy. If hurting poor people outweighs getting more supplies, they'd support laws against price gouging.
Makes sense. I guess most people would agree with that during a crisis.
Not everyone, actually. Libertarians believe in a free market and minimal government. They think sellers should set their own prices. High prices during a shortage can actually encourage more supplies to come in because it's more profitable.
But isn't it kind of harsh to profit from others' misfortune? Doesn't seem very humane.
It does sound harsh, but letting prices adjust freely can also prevent hoarding. If prices are high, people think twice about buying more than they need, so essentials don't run out as fast. It ensures those who really need supplies can get them.
So, libertarians just want to let things be, no government interference at all?
Not exactly. Libertarians aren't against all government, they just think it should interfere less. They believe people should negotiate prices themselves, seeing it as a basic right to decide these things without too much outside control.
Interesting. There's a lot to think about with how we handle crises. Does Micheal Sandel explain anything else?
Yes, he talks about the different point of view coming from the virtue ethics.
How do they fit into this?
Virtue ethics focuses on good character and moral virtues. So, they'd say price gouging is just greedy. They believe in fairness and helping others, especially in tough times. So a virtuous business would keep prices fair to help the community, not just make a quick buck.
Me too. I believe in the good things in the world. Good things generate good things. Our lives are so meaningless if we just focus on money.
Want to hear what John Rawls talks about this with his justice theory?
Rawls
talks about fairness, especially protecting the vulnerable. He imagines a scenario where you don't know if you'll be rich or poor, and you have to design society's rules. Most people would want safety nets against disasters, like laws to prevent price gouging, so nobody is left out during emergencies.
I don't quite get it. Could you explain it clearly?
In the scenario of a disaster like a hurricane, where essential goods become scarce, price gouging might seem like a way to encourage suppliers to bring in more supplies due to the higher potential profits. However, if the prices are too high for the least advantaged to afford, they are left without essentials, which violates his theory of difference principle.
Theory of difference principle? What is it?
Under this principle, he believes that any economic system or practice, like setting prices during a crisis, should be structured so that it doesn't just benefit those who are already well off, such as suppliers making extra profits. Instead, it should be managed in a way that also helps those who are most vulnerable, perhaps through controlled pricing, subsidies for the needy, or ensuring ample supply reaches all segments of the population.
It sounds that all perspectives in these theories really make sense. So finally, Micheal Sandel doesn't really pick a side.
Nope, Sandel likes to lay out all sides and let us think it through. Maybe the best approach is a mix. Let the market work, but step in to stop the worst abuses. That way, we keep a balance between freedom and taking care of everyone.
Got it. So interesting to know about this book.
Hey everyone, we hope our discussion helped shed some light on the various philosophical perspectives regarding what's the right thing to do. Remember, what we've covered today is just a snippet from the book. We've aimed to simplify and clarify the concepts to make them more accessible. If you're curious to learn more, definitely give the book a read. We hope you enjoyed our video. Have a great evening,
And see you next time.